up until my parents end up proper separation wise, is everything I can remember. I remember driving around Sydney and showing recent partner. I've been with her for 4 years now. Big shout out to my beautiful self.
Was she with you before?
Oh yeah,
Hey, that's gorgeous,
and,
bro. Well done.
She's always with, and she comes. She's the other half of me.
I could feel the good energy through the phone.
And it's funny, eh?
You seem happy when you're around her.
It's right, and organisations and corporations and whoever else we deal with, services, individuals, have said, you feel the energy and understand why Sal's there now and the role she plays just to keep pushing you forward. And
isn't it beautiful when you get that in life, man?
And it's magical. And same thing. You don't sort of get that in the sense as a kid because you've lost that love, that connection to your family. But
how was yours with your mum? Because how many siblings did you have?
I had seven brothers, 3 sisters.
Well, really? All under the same roof?
All under the same roof. And cousins. And so we had 13 on the one bed. And
where did you sit in the?
I was the youngest at that time as far as I knew.
Fuck, that would have been hard, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then years later, Mum had cancer. Drew up the bone marrow tree to see if we can sort of help her out in that sense as she went deeper and deeper through chemotherapy for leukemia. And so I'm looking at the chart and I'm like, who's David? And
oh, really?
The aunties are like, she'll tell you.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on here? Who's David? And literally in hospital, I find out that we've got another younger brother who they couldn't afford at the time. So, that's the type of, and I mean that respectfully to my parents. I think they gave me 4,000% of 100% of their knowledge and experience and
right.
life skills, I suppose. You can't expect them to give me business advice.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Dad was a hard-working, noble. He was a baker. He'd go to work, whatever, till late at night through to
some German ancestry. Is that right?
Yeah. And
that's where he's got his work ethic from, probably.
You look at the German soccer team. So when the World Cup's on or the Euros are on coming up, and they're in Germany, we'll be over there. For me, it's just you understand people when you seek to understand. So I sought to when I didn't, and I was a young kid, and I was angry.
Yeah.
F my dad, F my mum, they were no good, made me feel unsafe. Going back to that house thing, I say to Sal, I lived here, I lived there, and I didn't notice. She goes, far out, you lived in a lot of places, because she had a stable home. And I said, oh yeah, we moved a lot as a kid. And she goes, was there a reason? And I, thinking back, I think my dad was getting kicked out of each one.
You
go
reckon?
there for a period of time, not pay the rent, out, mate, into the next one.
And inside the home, was it a bit volatile for you?
Absolutely, with my father. And then I'd bounce between homes. Sometimes I'd be 8 hours out of Sydney and Walgett, then back to Sydney, back to Dubbo to try and hide me, mingle. And it was just, I was all over the place.
Which parent took you there?
Mother was up Walgett and Dubbo Way, sort of Western region, versus, which is, for those that don't know, now out of Sydney, or Australia for that matter, 8 hours out of Sydney. So imagine you're doing some form of schooling, next minute here, now you're over here, now you're here. And do your best, right? And let me tell you, when I was in Sydney on a foam mattress, and I don't talk this up because this is an excuse why I became a bank robber, but this isn't. It's an
explanation.
Explanation of understanding, seeking.
You got to give context behind your own life,
And I look at it: 13 kids on a foam mattress at night, first in, best dressed. So, mate, I'm not joking when I say that a smidgen of my head would be on that foam mattress.
Yeah,
and you'd sort of do the dog nudge, to try and get your head on
Can
there.
I tell you something? I've never told anyone this, but it's fucking. You know how you just pick up on the energy, right? Yeah. And when you and me connected, it was fucking the universe was just like, hey brother, how are you? I'm good. Podcast done. Saturday fucking you can just go with that energy, right? Because you kind of feel like you know your own people.